Yes, lads, how are we doing? It's Tuesday. It's High-Vis Tuesday. Maybe High-Vis Tuesday should be a thing and I can only listen to High-Vis and wear High-Vis and be highly visible online. Maybe. Maybe not. Anyway, one sec. Just swallowed a chewing gum. Been doing that for years. Life on the edge, baby. Yeah, how are we doing, everyone? Tuesday afternoon. I've just finished work for 2 weeks. I'm not really sure how I feel about that anymore. There was a time where I was just so excited for that. And I've realised that the more hyper and excited and manic I get about something, the more of a come down I experience. And if I just try and stay balanced in that like green zone, just feeling nice, like yeah, bit of time off, that would be nice, but don't go too mad. If I stay there, I'm in a pretty good spot and it sort of maintains homeostasis is the word, which is like neutral basically. And that is what your brain is trying to do at all times, is balance out. So if you're giving it massive spikes of chemicals or massive adrenaline rush, your brain is going to try and lower it. Sometimes it overcompensates, and that's why you can feel a bit low after doing a bungee jump maybe. I don't know, never done one. So anyway, yeah, I'm off for a couple of weeks and I thought, right, what I'm going to do, and I've done this trick a few times, is instead of paying for a full tank of petrol, I will pay like $20 less. So I'll get like 40 litres instead of 50 litres. And that extra 10 litres that I'm not spending on fuel, I'll spend on food. And it feels like free food in my head, even though I know it's not. I've just bought less fuel. But cheers me up anyway. Anyway, today I got a pie, and I got a Milky Way, and I had an apple already in the car ready, and a cup of tea in a thermos flask that I have ready from the morning. It stays hot until I drive home, and that is my daily routine that I absolutely love. So anyway, today, knock off, no work for 2 weeks, I'm in a good mood, get a pie, I get a Milky Way, which I haven't had for years. I have my pie, absolutely delicious, beef with like this fake cheese sauce on it, just beautiful. So I eat that. Didn't burn the roof of my mouth off, which is always a bonus. And then I bite into the Milky Way to find that Milky Way head office have decided it would be a good idea to replace the cream coloured nougat filling with chocolate flavoured nougat filling, essentially making it a Mars bar without the caramel. When did that happen and who asked for it? I've kept the wrapper to go like, is it a mistake on my part? Have I bought a special type of Milky Way? And I haven't. It is just the way Milky Ways are now, and it is unbelievable. It is absolutely unbelievable. Nobody wanted this, and here we are. I honestly don't really know how to go from that, because I really loved knowing, I used to like going to sleep at night knowing that Milky Way had like a vanilla flavoured cream in the inside, not chocolate. That's what separated Milky Way. It's just a Mars bar without caramel now. What's the point in that? Just have a Mars bar, you get an extra ingredient. So anyway, that sort of pissed me off a little bit. I've eaten my apple now though, and I'm over it. And I've also bought World Cup football cards have just came out, and I bought 7 packs of them. I'm going to buy the book, and I'm going to collect them and hopefully fill the book. That's an example of the things I do now spend my money on, and I fucking love doing it. Love buying stuff like that, knowing that I'd have just spent $50 on beer and drank that $50 worth tonight and done the same tomorrow. Instead, I've spent $30 on football cards, and every single pack of them cards I'm going to enjoy opening. Every minute of it. I might give my son one pack to open himself. I might not. We'll see how I go. So anyway, that's where I'm at. And what I was going to suggest talking about in this forum to the lads, and I'm not saying lads meaning males, I mean lads as in everyone, because I'm friends with a few travellers of Irish heritage on Facebook and in real life to a point, and they refer to people as lads, and I love that. And I've started taking that into my own life. I call my kids lads, just the lads, and it's nice. It makes me feel nice. So I encourage anyone to call any group of people lads, because I hate guys. I hate buddy or bud. Lads is nice. And over here in Australia, Eshays, they like to say lad after stuff. Eshay lad. What's doing lad? Stuff like that. So lads, I wanted to say, and I'm not trying to be controversial, no drugs are bad, because a drug can't be bad or good. It's a science, it's a chemical, and a lot of drugs can be really positive when used in the right context. What's a good example of one? LSD can be very good in the right context. Magic mushrooms can be very good and open up new ways of thinking and new opinions that weren't able to be formed before. MDMA is now used in therapy in real life. Small doses, yes, but it is used and is proved to be a positive thing and can really work. Marijuana, copious amounts of medical benefits. Alcohol does have maybe some psychological benefits for some people. My point is, all of these drugs, when abused, are rubbish, just like anything when abused. Burger King, when abused, is really bad and eventually would kill you. Doesn't mean we have to ban it, doesn't mean we have to shame the people who enjoy it. And the way the world seems to be going is, and I've spoken about this before, I feel like I say that a lot, don't I? Probably because just saying the same shit constantly. And that is my life. But the way we seem to be going is you're in one camp or the other. You're a drinker or you're sober. You're a weed head or you don't smoke weed. And why can't you just not be bothered either way? Yeah, I do a bit of that. This isn't me, I can't do that. I categorically do not take any drugs. I'm completely straight edge, teetotal, whatever you want to call it. I will never do a drug again in my life. And that's just me. But through not drinking for over 3 years now, 3.5 years, I've realised that alcohol all along wasn't what was wrong. That wasn't the problem, it was me. And my drinking wasn't the problem. It was what was underneath that. It was what I was trying to medicate the drinking with. That was my real problem. So, yeah, there's this sort of opinion out there that tends to be the opinion that people move towards, and that is that alcohol is bad and like sobriety is the way. No. It's just a chemical that people can take or leave. Nothing more than that. It is a form of medication for a lot of people that isn't very successful at making people feel any better long term. But people still have their right to exercise using that. Same with weed. A lot of opinions about, oh, weed smokers just turn lazy and stink, or go on benefits and they're just like hermits that stay in their house all day. No, these stereotypes are just what. It's like fishing. It's like the stereotypes are what people go, oh yeah, I agree with that actually, and then you end up following that opinion. It's a bit like the manosphere. Like they give you bits of bait, and you go, yeah, I agree with that actually, and then you go, right, you agree with that, right? Let's hit all these women. So, yeah, that sort of seems to be the way the world's going, where no one can really have this sort of measured view of like, oh, I agree with a bit of that, but I don't agree with that part of it. It seems like that's not okay in life anymore. It's all about, you need to subscribe to like an ideology. And I think sobriety is a bit of an ideology at times. And it's exhausting seeing all the stuff about it, and all the sober coaches demonising it. Whether they say they're not, they are. They're demonising alcohol. And alcohol is just a drink. That is not the problem here. So we've got to leave people to do what they want to do. If they're adults, let them do what they want to do. And if they ask for help, you give them help. But until they ask for help, you've got no right to tell someone how to live your life. Because if you do tell them, what do you think they're going to say? Do you think they go, oh, you're right actually, yeah, you do know what's best for me, don't you? Not me. Bullshit. So that's where we're at today. The Daily Dirt. High Vis Tuesdays. I like it. Hope everyone else is good. Lads.